Hello. Sorry for the long delay. I was having a funny conversation online. Anyways, we're back on Phoenix Wright Saturday Trilogy for the last episode, not the last stream though. Because I woke up early. It's 8:50 today, but I woke up 8:15, and so I decided let's do a little guerrilla. Especially counting that yesterday I started Darksiders, while I should have continued Phoenix Wright. So let's do a little guerrilla. I open my energy drink. Officer Marshall dress up as the victim. Alright, I had to end because I wasted a lot of time in the freaking video that I ate. Please no more video, please no more. So we are still in the trial. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert yet. In the video last time we found that there is the piece of cloth that he used to dress up in theory as Goodman. Now the question is why. In his locker, but looks like he is making it out. Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? For me that would be what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside the box. Okay. I should look for proof that Officer Marshall was in that disguise. But rather I should look for evidence that came about because he was... Wait, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think his locker was open in the first place? To put the cloth. The real question is why it's the only fingerprints that got deleted. The blood prints that got deleted. Officer Jack Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is No! Please, no! Why he removed the cloth? How the fuck do I know why? To get out as himself and not look like Goodman, cause colleagues would have recognized him. Oh, because he got dirty. Because he got dirty! Please tell me it's that one, cause I don't fucking know. Genuinely, I don't fucking know. Please tell me it's this one. For some reason, I don't know what to, and yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekin panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled in blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Now then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimate y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, he helped us. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. If you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all would have to be here now, would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did, all of it. Thing is that it's not him the culprit. If he was at the same time of the actual murder, he was 30 minutes away from the murder, it's not him. So it is Demon. Seems the time has come. Marshall's confession. I had to do it that day. I could just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins to knock him out. I managed to escape. I knew which area wouldn't be caught on camera. That wasn't any more than in the evidence room at 5:15. So the supposed victim was really you, but there's one thing I still don't understand, and of course you wasn't expecting for the actual Goodman to die, else he would have not dressed as him. So it was an unlucky coincidence. Which means that it's not even Angel Star, clearly, because I thought since they are together maybe they say I do here and you do there, or stuff like that. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Mickey managed to cut his own hand. My guess is the donor. It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Yeah, in fact. Had to do it that day, blah blah blah. When you say it, you mean... Do you even have to ask partner? Yes, on any incidents, of course. Okay. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner, that case is mine. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance, that's why I stole the detective ID and blah blah blah. The real question now that I have is, if you stole the detective ID, how did you then lost it 30 minutes apart from there? Maybe because he wanted to sneak it back to Goodman, but then he got called to the scene of crime, and so he was like, fuck, if they find me with the ID, they will think I am the killer, I killed him and then stole the ID. So he threw the wallet near the crime scene to make everyone think that, Goodman just lost it, just dropped it. But he didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer. I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. The detective ID card stole at the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filling out the lost item report. I returned his ID card, left it on the floor in the prosecutor parking of the ID card I found was left there. So I managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But you could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. So he was just lucky, he didn't even knew that, of course, as we know from the previous stream. Wasn't expecting Officer Meekins knocked him out. Only plan on being the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Certainly is a 1 in a million type of person, mistaking identity for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. You could have murdered Meekins if he was more careless in his charge. Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. Sorry it had to turn out that way, with me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? You mean this one? Don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and... Managed to escape. I knew each other's wouldn't be caught on camera. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. They don't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the gig would have been up. Opened my locker and stashed it in here. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? Sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is on the day there wasn't any murder. It's not a cutting your hand, bro. When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What evidence? Not the knife. Because the knife was still there. The knife and the gloves were still there. It's Damon that gave us the knife. Did he wanted this one? Did Marshall wanted the screwdriver? Can just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary, not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Like I say, this ain't your case, this one's mine. Oh, sorry. Can't just forget the SL9, you know why. Joe Dark was convicted for his crime. One thing I can say for sure is his service sentence. He deserved his sentence. I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murder, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at the trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Damon. I'm more and more convinced it's about Damon. Damon was doing something about that and managed to sneak out, and only that Drake guy got arrested, and Damon. Good for me, but I have a great time. But Marshall sniffed something, maybe that day, maybe now. Screwdriver. That's the only thing. Well, it's not the only thing I didn't use, but it's the only thing that can make sense with it disappeared that day. And the file. This one I think it's gonna be useful for the final piece of trial. Murder weapon? Doesn't say the murder weapon. No, that's the murder weapon. What is this then? I already analyzed it. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about SL9. Marshall is mentioned here. A list of murder victims. Oh right, I even say that. 2 years ago. Your brother? It was a prosecutor? So we read his name as well in the trophy, I just didn't notice. Probably I was too taken by Von Karma. No, it doesn't give me the list, it doesn't tell me all the names, so I couldn't know, okay. I only read the no from here, and I remember that. And the case fell into your hands. But what's his relationship with you? He was my brother. He was investigating the murder with Damon Gunn, the then deputy chief of police. Okay. Robot detective was part of work under them. We're desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Drake, my brother fought Joe Dark, and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. Was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed, at least according to the public record. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it? That's your reason for your insane action? Now, Damon is clearly the murderer of this case, and is clearly connected to the SL9. Unless in the last day they make another character appear, which I will find silly, unless it's a secondary character like Meekins, but if it's an important character and it's the killer, I will find it silly. So... or Angel Star. Okay, so... theory number 1. Gant was somewhat... that is my main theory. He was somewhat connected with Dark. They were investigating him. He snitched, hey, there is this prosecutor and those 3 detectives. I can fuck up with the detective because I'm the chief of police, but the prosecutor will keep his head in the game. You have to take him out. And when he got found, taken and whatever, he did his stuff to hide everything and not be part of it. And now that the case came back and that some proof disappeared, he got scared because Goodman was too close to the truth and killed him. Unless he's still alive. It would be a good plot twist if in a future game you find out one of the victims of the episode is still alive actually. Or is the real killer or whatever, like Hammer, you know, the episode with Hammer that is dead, but actually he was going to try and kill the woman. That would be cool if, it's actually still alive and someone else is dead. Anyways, so I think that he is the culprit of this case and he was an ally of Dark. Or Star was in the team, was a mole, tried to help Dark, made his brother kill, and now they were about to find out, so she killed Bruce Goodman. But I doubt. Angel Star, we already exposed their lies, and their only crime was to still thinking to be a detective, try to act as a detective even if she didn't saw the murder. She swears she saw the murder, so that might indicate that she wanna hide that she did actually the murder. But I see it's slightly unlikely. I will point more at Demon. I will bet more on Demon. That's more to my brother dad than the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with his resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. So he will go to prison now as well. Self-as Detective Duma entered the evidence room. Not for murder, for a minor crime, and you will remain in prison less, but still. This mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The thing that happened by chance never ceased to amaze me. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance, it's got to be more than just that. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. That's not true. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. Which is why we examine the incident at the police department today. All of the mystery at the police department can be unresolved, no doubt about it. Our sole murder, no, not all of them. One evidence was disappeared. Why does Goodman make an evidence disappear, and why should Lana get pissed about that and kill him? That's still a mystery. And the reason is Lana did not commit the murder. I think it's the screwdriver. Also, the broken vase was got broken at the police department. Why we didn't use it as proof if the third and final part of this trial will be about the thingy, the parking lot? Proving the alleged murder at the police department. Thank you, Mr. Wright. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera tape really was fake, but I didn't realize. That would end up proving Lana guilty. Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court find the defendant. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Yay! Remember. Okay, I'm back. I don't freaking know why. If I wake up and I don't have to shit, I don't feel like shitting, and I drink an energy drink, then I have to shit. It's fantastic. And I shit a lot, just because I drank an energy drink. Okay. Your Honor, wait. Emma, the defense has an objection, a scientific objection, right? What do you mean, right? Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian, Your Honor? Oh, in a sense. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. Wow, thank you. I was kind of in shock. Also, I took a thingy to blow my nose, a tissue to blow my nose, and I touched my eye, so now with the tissue, so now it's killing me. With the edge of the tissue, I mean. Finding out SL9 incident refer to Joe Drake killings. Do you find something? Nope. Of course. Why are you here then? Just to take time? Because we don't have Maya that can summon Mia and help me out if we take time. Those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lan, it's you. It's not how trial work, though, that you come here and take time like that. Franix is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Sure, I can be of more use, but still. The vase. It's, first of all, it's dirty in blood and one piece is missing. Second, that is literally the last and only chance we have to use a piece of evidence from the police department. Because the last part of the investigation will be about the real murder that happened 30 minutes from there. So other than the vase, there is nothing I can use. Vase. Even a blind man can hit with the buckshot that he is, so long as he's facing the general direction. Okay, no. This one. Okay, I was like, why a vase should be in the blueprint, but not even the blue badger should be there. Still, then what is the vase? Oh, you have to pass by and touch. So long as the blue badger is destined that, it will be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What? Why are you hurt if that proves that it's not yours, the second blood print? Means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniable found on the locker, but they are not left by Marshall. So they are left from the bloody vase. Before or after. Which is why some proofs are missing and the gloves were out to leave the locker open. Yeah, don't. God damn it. I hate this video. So my theory that Goodman was murdered there, thrown in the car and died in 30 minutes is correct. 30 minutes before he got stabbed. Objection. 30 minutes before. The time that you need to arrive at the thing in car. .420, 1 hour before. The crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Huh. Miles Edgeworth? Roll the figure you had an air boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the luminol that the blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meeking and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. I mean, the blood from the first crime was wiped out by the real murderer. Or 30 minutes. And who is the 77777? And also, who has entered, took a proof and sent it to Edgeworth? I bet I know who this 777 is. The number 777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher, someone who is a so-called executive officer. Demon. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. That's ridiculous. I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted. Official charge? You're all alike, aren't you, with your cover-ups and your forgeries? That's how the prosecutor office operates. Take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it okay? Let me ask you a question. No, not to you, to her, the defendant sitting over there. You're only the executive. Don't be stupid, she'd been charged with murder. Of course we looked up her ID number and it's not 777777. I think she's free to not answer if she wants to. Because that's not a question regarding this specific case. I was like, wait, did you fuck that? Wasn't he... he was 23, I mean, she's what, 30? 35? Banging the mill. Good job, Miles. Became prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During the trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look at me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? You didn't. I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crime requires drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. even if it involved forging evidence. See, that's what I'm talking about. No! Okay, Anakin. The curse in the... Can I read? No. Impossible to read. Okay. Third and last day. Again, we will not finish the game today and the episode today, but we will get close to. February 24. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. And I wanted Dark convicted so badly, that's why she used me, that's why she used what happened to me. Sold her in the files. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. What did you have to do with those killings, Emma? Try to kill her? Oh! Oh! What about this time of the year too? There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark, it seems like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Didn't know what was going on. Just then Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage, but before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. And Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. Why does he have onion hair? Don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. And Dark just ran away without killing a witness. Is he an idiot? Did he want it to get caught? The only witness... Like, that guy had a perfect crime record. They literally said we didn't have proof to catch him. And then, at his very last murder, he fucked up and left behind a proof, and we catch him. Couldn't he just kill the only witness, take the proof and run away? And remain with his perfect crime record? He's an idiot. Draw a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago you must have been 14, that's understandable. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided when I grew up I'd become a scientific investigator. Fight crime with my testimony and find the evidence to make an RRRR case. Thing is that science is good and all. I am all for science over silly, random, but I have belief that are disproved by, not disproved, sorry. I have belief that are not proved by science, at least yet. Still, I am all for science. But there are crimes that are not perfect, but too well made, in a negative way, of course, for the laws. You can be as moralist as you want, but you know that the law is not perfect. The law has a lot of holes that a lot of criminals use to either run free or have a decreased sentence and very soon go back to their old lifestyle and still commit crime. So yes, I I'm not saying that forging evidence good. I'm saying that if you only rely on the 100% proof that will incriminate somebody, you leave a good 70% of the criminals run free. If they are good enough at not leaving trace behind or covering up their traces. And we have the proof in the word. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? Anyways, yeah, like last stream or 2 streams ago, I think last stream, I talked about that Edgeworth clearly in the main game passed for somebody that does anything to win the trial, even forging evidence, and he actually does that against us. Updated updated autopsy report. That's bullshit. Mia was dead with 1 attack on the head instantly, so he forged evidence. Then years after, when they decided let's make the spin-off about Edgeworth, they retconned it with this new episode saying, no, Edgeworth, everyone says that he forged evidence, but he never did. Actually, he's a good guy. In the second episode, it's implied that he actually does forge evidence, but here they retcon it that he never did and he didn't knew that someone else did. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. Like they said, if we make that his boss forge evidence and he used them without knowing, we can justify the rumors, but they forgot that in the second episode he does. It's not 100% proof, but come on now. Like, Mia gets a hit on her head, dies on the spot, somebody has the time to take her blood and write, somebody, Red White, has time to take her blood and write Maya behind, and you wanna tell me, no, actually, she didn't die instantly, she died after several minutes. No. If she died after several minutes, as soon as Red White leaves, she take the thingy, delete Maya, and write Red White. Very simply, so she died instantly. Edgeworth fabricated the autopsy report so that the excuse of the no, she didn't die instantly, she managed to write Maya can make sense in court, while it doesn't. So Edgeworth did falsify the proofs. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor? Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark has been taken in for questioning that day. And then he escaped, followed by a prosecutor, and he had a knife. Oh! Okay. Okay. Mr. Wright seems to keep causing you trouble, falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing fall, why should we? But if you're wrong, an innocent person may be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risk. What of revelations were uncovered at the trial today? Can you tell me what evidence got stolen? That could help me a lot. It's not. He died in 30 minutes, not at 5:15. My question though is, if she is so for the we have to arrest the real culprit even if it costs us our morality and we have to forge proof and lie, why now is she's lying to cover up the killer? It was not her, the killer. So why is she lying? Ah, yes, it was me, just arrest me, I don't give a fuck. You lie to arrest the real murderers, and now that there is a real murder, you lie to not make them arrested? That makes no sense. Oh shit. It looks like an action game that I will definitely play. That would explain as well why Gant... I mean, no, my theory is that Gant wanted to frame Edgeworth. But that would explain why Gant would want to frame her, because she's involved too. They were together. Was second in command of Detective Dark. Of Detective Gant. Chief Gant and I share the same office at the same investigation. Even at the same office. We led a team of the best detective on the force. Detective Goldman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. She waited until Gart and Marshall let their guard down, then fled the room. How? From there he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. What? What? That doesn't make sense. He has a stab in the back, but managed to blow him with a punch and then fell on him. Now, plot twist, she actually has multiple personality disorder and was Emma the killer all the time. And left Dark alive so that they would blame him. So Gant kinda let him run free. I cannot believe that a murder suspect is just sitting there chill with the door open and as soon as they turn out he can run away. Come on now. Oh, my eye is still funny because I touched it before with the thingy. They have to show something to her. And that's the last day. I don't think we have anything to analyze here. Definitely not the blood. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's questioned by an inquiry committee to carry out beating in court today. Come back later. So we will come back for Edgeworth. For Edgy. How the Bambina? Oh, Mr. Marshall. Never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, you never know where life led you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck. I ran out when old Belly dried up this morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where you headed? Oh, say, where you headed? Just over there at the prosecutor office for later interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance. But we all know won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But Mr. Marshall, why did you do that? What, the prospector out west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, before you turn in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. It wasn't just me, the role detective thought so. What do you mean fishy? Small fuck reported being consistent with the evidence we found. The murder weapon. Why is it broken? Now... Yeah, cut here, sorry. Now, every single fact that happened make me think, how can I connect that to Gant? In this case, maybe he arrived first at the scene of crime. Or maybe Marshall did knock out Dark. And so Gant arrived, stabbed him with the first knife he found, then took it out, took the knife of Dark, placed it there, and got away with the real proof and hide it forever. Got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I mean, actually, he looks better, honestly. Personally speaking. I just made detective when it went down. Was the first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor of the very day. The highest honor? You mean the king of prosecutors? Knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. That Yesterday incident took place, that was the same day as... That's right, the evidence crossfire. Was drizzling that morning and my nightfall there was thunder. Can't believe 2 years have gone by already. Try to steal the evidence of the case, but won't die. Saved one, Gant, that got promoted and not demoted. Or except one good man, cause they couldn't. Wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. Why should they get pissed at the team? I do believe you. I do believe you, definitely. Yeah, because even if you get arrested for just a few months or years, I don't know how it works about stealing evidence and whatnot, when he gets out, he's fired, of course. Like, he was already demoted. Now, with what happened today, even worse. He will not just be demoted or get arrested and then come back. He will be fired. Split is always pretty empty, but today is dessert. Conference room. Okay. You fucking idiot. New place! Oh! Why there is a Super Mario music here? Why there is a Bowser boss fight music? Little Miss Beach. What? That's an insult. Never could remember where C was. Oh, it's you two! Put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, Righto, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. Been kind of busy lately. Can appreciate that. I had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? Yeah, and that's the first thing I noticed. I wanted to analyze it. Picture of Lana, Neil and me. He's cool. Get it back, sorry. Today I'm not really well, looks like. So yeah, BRB. PC. Remember the name. Lamau. Tato word of the day. Sorry, I was watching TikTok while shitting. I don't know, today I'm a bit sick, looks like. Stomach-wise. It's fine, and I have an energy drink, that's very smart, of course. Means wings. Let's continue. Can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. Photo of the award ceremony added to the court record. Wait a second. No, let me analyze it better then. Yeah, I don't give a shit about your problems. There is the vase that we found at the crime scene, the first crime scene, the police office crime scene. There is the vase. Freak. This case has long since been over, there's no need to investigate it anymore. Although we still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me, I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out, I have a meeting to attend. So we can't come back here? Oh, hey Paul! Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a bread. My feet hurts. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor office. It's almost like the battle between you two in court. That sounds serious. This is because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. that falsified items 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lanska is the guilty party. Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. So basically he was safe as long as he did win every trial, but now because of us he lost 2 in a row and then got accused in 1. 2, right? Yes. The first one with Red White, that is technically the second episode. The third one, the movie, the production thingy case. And then there is the one where he is the possible culprit. So yes, only 2. He lost 2 in a like 2-1 back-to-back. 2 back-to-back, and then got accused even if falsely. Hey Dick, keep up the good work. So you're the guy that pay for everyone like an idiot? My bad. How do we have the knife on us? This is appear from the locker. Okay, I'm not going with the dialogues, let me read. Wait. I don't wanna diminish the killing 3 people, a child included, but by accident he killed a guy with a car. And then there was a witness and he snapped and killed the witness. And then there was another witness and he snapped and killed the other witness. So by word, by definition, he's a serial murderer because he killed 4 people including Marshall. But he's not like a serial murderer, an expert that never leave trace behind and stuff like that. He's a fucking moron that one day snapped, killed 3 people in a row, bam bam bam, turned himself in, then escaped and killed again. What? What? Plus he had fingerprints on it. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. Didn't they say that this knife is too big for the injure of Marshall? Okay. So you should ask Chief Gant. Any detective ID card. It's fine, I have an ID card. Oh, dang. It's the same jar, bro. So I don't think I have anything yet. It's a photo, it's not a proof yet. Okay. Pam 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 pam. No. Resignation. Is that how they retcon him to become defense attorney later on? Does he become a defense attorney? I think he appears again as our adversary in the second or third game, right? Wait, I might spoil myself something here. But why Yahoo? Settings. Search engine. Google default. Thank you. Oh, come on. Miles Edgeworth. I've seen a thumbnail on YouTube, I didn't open the video, that says, is Edgeworth gay or European? I was like, what? Can we see appearance? Early life, early low career, choosing death, international prosecutor, committee. Can I see games? No. Musical dim, debut episode, actor, name in other language, one of nickname, alias, associate. I can't see in what games he appears. No, okay. Nope. Nope. Doesn't give me the games where he appears. Was curious to see if we see him in the second or third game as still an adversary. We will find out while playing the games, looks like. I will not have the spoilers here. He's serious. Why do we have improved a letter of resignation? Bro, you already did it with me as well. Shut the fuck up. Let's stop this little clown show where they try to retcon you. Holy shit. That happened when I wake up twice in 3 days sooner than usual. Poor edgy boy. You're getting on my nerves. But you can't just walk out of the trial. Tomorrow is the last day, it's too late to change prosecutor. Yeah, I thought the case will come back to haunt me like this. Run twice as long. I can hear you word. Sorry. Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony over the station. Look at him! Don't plan on returning to the office that day. Can please the game clear all the evidence I don't need? Probably I will need this again. Definitely this one. I don't think I'll need this one now. Can you clear it? Same goes with this one, we used it. Same goes with this one, it was only for the muffler. Surely we don't need this one. Surely we don't need this one. Well, we do cause 777 will be proved to be Gant. We don't need this one though. We do need this one. We don't need this one. I don't think we need... Well, maybe yes, we need this one to prove that he killed 30 minutes before in the police department. But still, yes, like a good 1/3 of those are useless. Could you remove them from me so that it makes the game easier? Albert, the second miss shield. Sure, everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it though, for Emma's sake? Present the hint with 2 items. Very perceptive, but then again, you heard the story before, right? You mentioned the very description of this item and described them both. Okay. That's then why are you only given a shield? Objection! To ask Chief Gunn. 2 years ago he had the Halberd part of the award abolished. Why? For a prosecutor it's the opposite, you have to crush the defense, so remove the shield and keep the halberd. Please no angel stuff. I knew it. Not for something, it's cause the more NPC there are, the longer this part will be. They were banging. My question is, okay, Marshall is pissed because his brother died, but why are they pissed at the prosecutors for forging evidence if they wanted as well the killer that they know is the killer to go in prison? Like, personally, but of course anyone has their moral. If I know for sure that you are a serial murderer, but I know that the law has its limit, and that if we stick one-on-one to the law, that I know serial murder will go free and be able to do that again until he fuck up somewhat. I prefer the law to be broken a little bit, but somebody that I know 100% being the culprit to be arrested. You might argue that's very unfair, cause at this point anyone could break the law for their belief. No, not for your belief, and not for your opinion, perception of the reality. I think that the law should be defined better to not get fucked by an obvious criminal. obvious. So it's not a if that, and I'm not saying that for sexism, I'm saying that because it literally happened multiple times, and the last time I heard that happening was a couple weeks ago. If a woman say, 5 years ago that man there raped me, and you without any sort of proof arrest this man, and then year after there are proofs or the woman confessed that this man never raped anyone, they made up everything, this man spent years in prison. A bot likely ban evader spammed 3 messages cheap followers on with different links. Okay. Anyways. Can I? Okay. So obviously proving a rape, especially years after, is hard. There are people that argue how, like, if a woman or a man, because men get raped as well. I've literally heard women say, no, that never happened, and if it happened once every 1 million women raped. No. But a person that gets raped, man or woman, probably is embarrassed or is shocked, so they don't go right ahead to the police or to whatever. We can argue it's wrong, whatever, but you have to understand mental shock as well, etc. Anyways, obviously, if you accuse somebody years after, or even months after, you cannot show proof of the rape. Proving a rape is very hard. I understand that. At the same time, with this bullshit that I'm a woman, I can accuse anyone of rape, and they get incarcerated without proofs. You understand there is an obvious problem. So obviously there has to be a way so that everyone can have justice, but not having justice unless you have 100% proof in murder case, but having justice even without proofs on other case is bullshit. Cause just because I know I've seen maybe a killer murdering somebody, but there isn't the body because he burned the body, or there isn't the murder weapon and so a killer might run free, is bullshit. At this point I prefer the law to be broken and evidence being forged for that. At the same time, that guy is a rapist, he goes to prison. I did nothing. No, I say you're a rapist, you go to prison. And then years later, no, I lied, he's not a rapist. But I waste... Okay, you release me from prison. Okay, you give me a shit ton of money, because I don't know how it works in other countries. But in Italy, if I go to prison for 5 years, and then I was actually innocent, the government, I think, anyway, somebody has to give me a shit ton of money for all the time I spent in prison. But I spent 5 years of my life. Okay, money are good, absolutely, but life is limited. If I'm lucky, I arrive at 120 years. Wasting 5 years in prison because of nothing, because I did nothing, is bullshit. It literally might ruin my life. Also, even if you get freed and you were not actually the culprit and they know it, when you search for a job, there is this guy went in prison. Yeah, but then I got released because I was innocent. Yeah, but you went in prison. It's hard to find a job even if you were actually innocent and it's proved. So they are detectives that know this one is the killer. No matter your moral, why should you be pissed at the prosecution for doing anything to make this guy get actually arrested if you know that he's not innocent? Maybe they are pissed because one of them got demoted, one of them got fired. I get it. But for now, they never said that's the reason why we're pissed. They said we hate prosecution because they forge evidence, they are snakes. It's like another example that come to my mind about this is I don't want to start discussion. You want to dislike AI, generative AI, I don't care. But another example is when people talk about generative AI. They always go for the generative AI steal jobs for artists. Then maybe there is the case where a studio use generative AI to make the sketches and then actually hire human artists and pay them a lot to make those sketches into real art for the game. And the same people that says, AI is bad because it steals jobs, when the counter argument is, no, we are talking about sketches that have been made to make the artist's life easier, and then artists got paid for that. But AI ruined the environment as well. Okay, you don't give a shit, but let's be real now, you don't give a shit about the environment. Because if your problem against generative AI is that it ruins the environment, that's the first thing you say. This person used generative AI. I don't like that because it ruins the environment. Okay, you have your argument. But if you tell me, I don't like that because it steals jobs to artists, I counter you saying, actually, they employed an artist and they paid the artist a lot. The AI was used as a support. But AI ruined the environment as well. At this point, the environment thing is an excuse. Cause you wanna hate on AI for your reason. You use the excuse of artist, I counter your excuse of artist, and you find another excuse to still have the upper end. That's hypocrisy. So that's the same thing here. But the prosecution did very bad in forging evidence. That's wrong. Yeah, but you wanted this killer to get arrested, and the law is a bit flow here, so he would have not get arrested. It's positive for you that they forged evidence and arrested the guy. Yeah, but actually, my yes, you're an hypocrite. You're an hypocrite. So what is the point of them being so pissed with prosecution? Is because they lost their job? Then why do you use the excuse of they forge evidence? You're pro forging evidence at this point. You're pissed about something else. Sorry, I did a super turnaround to explain something very simple. I'm my bad. When I start yapping, I go for 6 hours. Transfer to the president of Africa became chief prosecutor. Like, if you're pissed because they got promoted and you got fired, say it plain and simple. That pissed me off because those pieces of shit fired me. They may be used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Being used by who? By Damon? Obviously, yes, but... Gunflight investigation with Lana second in command, they were the best. Damon Gant magnetism in particular was almost unreal. Oh my gosh, his magnetism? But that, I mean, his ability to attract evidence. It produced the most incredible evidence in the case he handled. They are going back to this forging evidence, but again, what's your problem with that? Like, did you want to catch this dark or not? Especially Marshall should be happy, because my brother got murdered and now this guy can walk free because there aren't enough evidence. Bro, there are evidence, he killed my brother, fuck that. So Marshall should be happy that the prosecution forged evidence. But the moral, go fuck yourself. Okay, but then you hate demon. You don't hate prosecution for forging evidence again. You stupid. The more she speaks, the more she looks dumb to me. She's an hypocrite. She's an hypocrite. The more she speaks, the more I am sure that she's just an hypocrite that wants to hate something just for the sake of it because she's too petty to actually say what she hates for real. Regular DJ. Okay, that's jockey. I was like, wait, what? Now he gets an heart attack. Okay, so this is not for the trial, but for him. Trust us detective to rival with sound evidence, but we betrayed him. That's it, I made up my mind. Honestly, like, Gumshoe appeared as a fucking idiot. Keeps going down. Then in episode 3, when he saves us from the mafia, goes a little bit up. And from there on, it's only going up. Like, he's still not the best cop. But he has a nice character growth. He starts like the fucking moron detective that you mock in anime and stuff like that. I don't know why, like in medias, I'm not a low bootlicker, okay? I'm not the kind of person that, the law, the police, the force, I don't give a shit. At the same time, medias tend to make police officers and detectives even more useless than they can be. Not, like in real life they are not useless, but they are not even what they should be. There is a lot of I become detective, I become officer, detective, whatever, just for an pay. I become like that to be corrupted, I become that. So there are good policemen, policewomen. They are probably the minority. So the real life police person, law person is in the middle. It's not great as it should be. It's not as bad as it's shown in medias. But in media, it's always shown as way more useless and dumb and idiot than it should be. Police officer in Detective Conan are useless as fuck, and kids have to solve cases. In video games, they're useless. They usually the character that you mock, that you fuck around because he's a fucking idiot. It's always like that in video games and stuff. Police is the joke of it, and your character that is not a police officer or a detective solve the cases. Even like Dexter, for example, the TV series. There are a few good cops, but generally in episode 1 of 2006, Dexter says, thank goodness those police officer and detective are all fucking idiots, and so I can be a killer in the police department. So they're always mocked. That happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. But because the crime rate solving is only X%. Yeah, you try to solve crimes with proofs. You fucking asshole. Again, I'm not bootlicking the law. All the opposite. But objectively, is especially undermined in anime and video games. Wasn't sneaky, I was just worried something would go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point you giving us ID card? Crashed and rendered unusable? What? What? Okay. First of all, I wanna take a look. This was in the picture. I think you get arrested if you don't. First of all, you're 16, so you don't pay taxes anyway. Second, I think you get arrested if you don't. Oh, look at the size of Chicken Desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier, that's the list, right? That even Edgeworth show us. A list of evidence, yep. I knew it. Already. So it is twice as long. But I can't see. I better not forget, nope. So I'll have to go back to Edgeworth, I think. Oh, it's 10:43, holy shit. Can I go back? Oh wait! No, I know! I had a flash when because I tried basically, since I couldn't go back, I tried to input random number just so that I fail and get out of here. But when I saw 888, I thought, wait, 77777777. Gabshu, all the respect I'm building up for you is fading very quickly. Wait a second. Sorry, I heard a noise and I don't want a stink bug to enter my room. I can prove. It was yesterday, by the way, but... Gumshoe, come on. Thing is that in the game we will be able to do that, but realistically speaking, we stole evidence from the private safe of Gant. This can't be used as evidence. Legally speaking, in the real world, this is not an evidence because we stole it. Can I? Oh, I have to rotate it. Did he just realize it's blood? Where is the piece of cloth we found as well? First I want to examine, then I will talk to Gumshoe. Fair. Oh, the long chill Gant. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later. No shit. Now, I wanna check real quick when we finish this little part here in the office. How longer should this episode be, more or less? Cause since it's 10 minutes to 11 AM, and this is not the scheduled stream, this is a guerrilla. So in 2 hours, I have the scheduled stream on Persona 4 Golden. If we are 2.5, 3 hours from the end of the episode, and I think we are, then we save, end the stream, and next time we finish Phoenix Wright as a Torre 1. The first game of the trilogy. That's what I'd like to do. So let's talk to Bro here, real quick. 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. There's a secret office now. Always be alert. Told us to himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. Ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk. No, except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. I'm the opposite, no. Like, if somebody tell me something, but then stop talking, like they expect you to ask more. If it's somebody I'm extremely interested and curious about, then I try to ask once more, and if this person says, no, never mind, then I leave it there. If I'm not super mega 100% interested about, I just don't ask, because if you want to tell me something, you tell me something. It's like, the craziest thing happened to me yesterday, and then they shut up. I will not ask you, oh yeah, what, tell me, no. If you wanna tell me, you tell me. If you don't wanna tell me, why the fuck you arrive and say the craziest thing happened to me? Fucking talk, bro. Fucking talk. I think he's the culprit. I'm more and more sure that he's the culprit. Pad? Okay. So, okay, let's check how longer should the game be. And if I'm good to end, we end, and next time we finish this part and do the third and final part of the trial. Oh yes, baby. Oh yes, baby. Ad, of course. Imagine not throwing ad in my face, as usual. Thank you, YouTube bolos. Yes, we should be slightly less than 2.5 hours. Yeah, let's end it here and next time we finish the game. So, for now, thank you for checking in. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Next time, that it might be this weekend or next week. Maybe next week. Maybe I will schedule it for Monday and start the stream like 15-20 minutes before, so that even if I take longer than usual, we still finish the game. But yes, I think next week, at the beginning of next week, we will finish this game. Let's freaking go. In 2 hours there is Persona 4 Golden stream scheduled, 1 PM GMT +1, and then tomorrow and Sunday probably I continue Persona 5X and Darksiders, I think, but I don't know, we will see, because in the schedule is question marks. Thank you, as usual. Drop a follow if you still didn't to receive notification when I was streaming, and check the 2 YouTube channel, Franix VODs with the red dot for the previous VODs and Franix edits for the highlights and new videos that I'll upload there. And I will see you in a couple hours. See ya! Bye bye!